to the Grizzled Geek reacts to RWBY AMVs. I'm Mike.
I'm Shane.
I'm Kirsten.
I'm Doug.
And we're here, guys, we had an off week between RWBY because of the weather in Texas, so it was our chance to jump into and react to an AMV, so we're super excited about that, get back into these. Man, it's been a little bit since the last one. Wow.
Yeah, we were supposed to do them a little bit more, but, my schedule sucks.
Yeah,
so
I blame Shane. So
yeah, I blame my boss.
Right.
I blame your work.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So today we have Dad Rock is the name of this?
Yes, it's by Rose. She had asked us to do another one of hers. Like, she asked a lot for us to judge her. And I was looking for it on her channel, and I saw this and went, nope, we're doing Dad Rock.
We're doing Dad Rock. Nice.
I don't even know what this is about, what song it is, but with a name like Dad Rock, it has to be good.
There we go. That's my kind of rock. All right.
Yeah, there we are.
All right, Rose. We really appreciate you letting us judge you. We do it anyway.
Yeah. And the video has exactly one comment, and that comment is epic, so it must be good.
Nice.
So.
Nice. All right, we're setting the bar here.
Yeah.
All right, is everybody ready?
Let's do
I'm
it.
ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
On 3. Oh, I should probably share the screen so people can see what we're doing.
Maybe.
Yeah.
All right. On 3, 2, 1, go. Rose. Nice.
There we go.
You guys familiar with the song?
No.
No, I would like to understand why it's called Dad Rock because I really jammed to that song and I don't really know.
Yeah.
that's. I was wondering the same thing because I really didn't.
You didn't like the song?
No.
I did. I liked the song, so I was like, okay.
I'm with Shane. I
think the name of that song is King of Nothing.
King of Nothing, yeah.
Let me see if she's got any details on here.
She says the song is Dad Rock by Mosaic.
Okay.
Yeah, I wonder why that was Dad Rock. Like,
Yeah.
It's like
I'm not sure. I was not a fan of that song. Like it's one of those songs. Like there's 99% of the songs are like good filler music between the good songs you like to hear. That's one of them. It's like I wouldn't mind hearing that on the radio. It would make me change the station, but I wouldn't change the station to go hear it.
That's one of those songs that gives me inspiration to like either draw something or like make a D&D character based off of that. Like,
yeah,
that's the good shit right there. I like that stuff.
Wow.
I like
Two
that.
totally different
I like the song.
opposites.
I would like that song like for background music while I'm painting, something like that. Something while I'm doing something. I don't know. I liked it, and yeah, I found myself at first. I was kind of like, okay, I don't know this song, but then by the end of it, I was kind of like, okay, yeah. When I started listening to the lyrics, I'm like, okay,
Lyrics match so well.
it did. I was like, okay. All right. So, what do we think, guys? Kirsten, you wanna judge her first?
Excellent song choice. Whether or not you agree on whether you liked the song, the lyrics match so incredibly well. I thought that the words matched for what's going on in RWBY very, very well, and the choice to like focus on the characters that you chose, perfect.
Yeah.
Like so perfect. My only thing that I didn't quite like is a few of the filler pieces felt like it was just like scenes to like fill space, like rather than like chop it up to different things. It was like a few or like one single scene that was just drawn out longer or something like that. Or there were a few points where it felt like you could have taken your time with it and it was chopped up too quickly to actually see what was happening. But then there were like the moment where like Adam was stabbed was like so perfect. The length of it was perfect. It was slow, like for you to like envelop that emotion that you're feeling with it was so good.
Yeah.
So I really feel like you're on the track to getting there. It's just finding ways to fill those voids that you don't know what to do with something that's interesting, at least to watch.
Yeah.
So
the chorus scenes were pretty on. I was like,
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic job. I really enjoyed that, and I will definitely be checking out the rest of yours to see what else you've come up with.
What do you rate it?
I'd say that's 7.5.
7.5. Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, Doug.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the song. I'm with Shane. Mostly it was that. And I don't know if it's because I'm getting old or whatever. It's one of those, and not the music style, the understanding what they are actually saying. It was like only those like I don't even know if the chorus is the right thing to call it in this song, but half the time I didn't know what they were saying, because they were just kind of like burr, 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 into the mic. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And for the tempo of the music, or the like bass of the music, a lot of the scenes seemed a little slow I was like, and maybe they matched the words well, but I couldn't tell what they were saying, and it didn't seem to match the beat. I was like, why are we doing such a slow, like just character panning shot here versus
some action or something?
But it of the, what was that, all volume 6 stuff? A lot
mostly
of
volume
the
6.
Volume 6.
Yeah.
Picked the best fight scenes from volume 6. I was like, oh yeah, that was cool. I love that fight scene. So there was some cool nostalgia there. So, but I don't. It just wasn't my cup of tea as far as. And I think the fact that I didn't like the song just kind of put me off the whole thing.
Yeah.
So it was more like, I got to the point where I was just watching the fight scene. Oh yeah, that was a cool scene. I love that. That was great. I was like, oh wait, he said something about King of Nothing. Did that match? That was about it.
That's funny. I felt like when I was listening to it, there were points where I was like listening to the music and I was like, oh shit, I should be watching what's going on with that.
That's funny. Yeah, total opposite.
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah, it wasn't my favorite, and I think I'll have to go back and look at all of our reactions. I think I tend to not react too well to the like heavy metal, like super bass heavy songs. I'm just like, I don't care. Yeah. I can't.
Being the type of music you're into, it really affects.
That's what I was going to mention that earlier too. Is a lot of the stuff is just how much do you like the song? Because we reacted to some videos that a lot of people really, really liked, and we were like, "This is terrible," but we're like, "Oh, because none of us liked the song."
The music, yep.
Sure. Like when we did Through the Fire and the Flames, the super long AMV that we did, that one I really like that one because I love that song.
Yeah.
Oh. If you're not familiar with that song, that's a long AMV to sit through and try and decipher the music
what
and
the words are. And yeah.
Because if you get into the lyrics of that song is just all about RWBY.
Yeah.
It's like they may not have written it about RWBY, but it is about RWBY.
Yeah.
I would say Doug? I like about 60% of the actual footage. I was like, okay, this is compelling. There was, like I said, there were those light spots where I'm like, I don't know that maybe the words match the toning down to just a character moment, but the music and the beat certainly didn't. So those kind of threw me off. And there was a couple camera shake things. I was like, you didn't really need to do that here. Just keep it the regular. You didn't need to add effects just to add effects. But I will go ahead. For the quality of the editing versus the song, I give it like a 6.5.
6.5, 7.5. That was
yeah. Well, here's the thing: is I didn't like the music, but I'm not going to let that stop me from saying that there was at least some redeeming qualities in the actual putting the clip together.
Rose got talent.
The goal here is positive criticism. So
yeah.
All right, Shane. 7.5 and a 6.5. What do you tell us about?
I agree with both of you. I mean, I liked the lyrics I could catch, and I'm with Doug. I don't think it's so much. The problem with the lyrics in this song is the mixing. They mix the guitars and the drums way too high, and they mix the voice too low. So when he's singing, you can't hear him because there's a guitar in the background going. Bah, 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 bah. So I probably caught more lyrics than Doug because I like this genre and I'm used to picking out lyrics. But so the character moments hit a little bit harder for me because a lot of lyrics I heard, I'm like, okay, this scene fits this song. I might have picked a different one. I'll give it a 7 just because the song wasn't terrible, but it wasn't my cup of tea. The editing was pretty good. And I probably just would have made different choices, and I can't let that affect my score. So
yes, as someone who makes AMVs himself, huh?
The big thing, like what Kirsten was saying, when the scenes cut too long, sometimes I literally will have to let an AMV sit for months and then come back to it and go, okay, this scene will fit here a little bit better than what I was thinking originally. All of my lesser AMVs were the ones I just sat down and tried to get them crammed out. I got them done in like 6 hours, and then they were just terrible. I don't know if they were terrible. People seem to like them, but they weren't as good as the later ones. We'll put it that way. So I give it a 7.
7. All right, 7.5, 6.5, 7. All right, I agree with a lot of what you guys are saying. My love of this song kind of grew through the AMV. It started off slow. There's two kinds of AMVs. There's ones that are like really kinetic, and the scenes match the beat, right? And those are the ones you really get into and get pulled into. And then there's ones that are like, let the lyrics tell the story that's unfolding on the scene. So it's kind of like and that's what this one was, and it started off kind of slow, and it took me a little bit to get into the song, and I'm kind of like, okay, well, I don't know if I'm into this song. This is not one of those kinetic, AMVs that, I really like. But then, as I started listening to the lyrics and watching what was going on, I agree with you, Kirsten. This was spot on, and some of these I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. And then, like you said, Doug, we're getting into the fight scenes, like Maria's fight scene, I was like, I realized how remembering how badass she was.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh yeah. And then listen to the lyrics, and I'm like, okay, yeah, okay, I get where this is going. And then by the end of it, it was by the scene, Kirsty, you mentioned where they killed Adam.
Or stabbed Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
that scene really matched the lyrics.
I see what's went into making this. I get it. Okay, so I'm gonna give it. I give it with you, Chris. I'm gonna give it a 7.5. I think this was pretty good. I liked it. It grew on me as I went through, as I listened to it, and I watched through, and I realized, okay, this fits really well. So 7.5.
Nice. That gives this a total of 7.1.
7.1.
Nice.
Nice. Rose, thank you for letting us check this out, and we'll be sure to check out some more from your suggestions.
For sure.
Good job. Keep making these videos. Now that we've had Shane's made some videos here, we actually realize what it takes to go into there. I've seen this.
Yeah.
We have a much deeper appreciation of this, right? And
For
Kirsten,
sure.
you've made AMVs before.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, in the past.
yeah. So, all right, guys.
So we're no longer judging from ignorance.
Exactly. We're like, man. Sitting on
Life
high.
goals. My life goal is to no longer judge from ignorance, but from knowledge.
Yep. So now when I judge you, it's coming from. I know what I'm talking about when I judge you. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Join us again next week for some more RWBY goodness on RWBY Tuesdays. If you want to, check out our live streams. Live stream podcast we do every Friday night at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, although that's going to be changing to Pacific Standard Time soon when the time change. I don't know. We're from Arizona, so time change is all weird to us.
Oh, and if any of you are into Warhammer and stuff, Doug has been putting out a lot of videos on the Grizzled War Master for Age of Sigmar.
Yes.
Go check them out.
Even I've been watching some of them.
Yeah. Yes. A lot of good stuff over there, guys. So check that out. There'll be a link down below. And if you want to help us out, we also have a convention we're coming to. We're going to be just on our regular podcast. You don't have to go anywhere special to watch it. We're going to be on there on March 12th. So be sure to check us out then.
Okay.
We'll be celebrating 1 million views, guys. 4 years, 1 million views. Thank all of you for helping us get there. We really appreciate it, and we're going to do a big celebration that time, so come check it out.
Yeah.
If you want to help us out and support the channel and things that we do here, guys, Doug, how can they do that?
There's 3 links in the description down below. One to our Teespring store where we've got some different shirts and mugs and masks and stuff. One of the shirts is RWBY inspired. We've also got a link to our Patreon where you can support us there. Some of our reactions are put up without editing there. And then finally, you can do your Amazon shopping through our Amazon affiliate link. It's the easiest way to support us because you're going to shop with Amazon anyways. Just click that link first and we'll get a small kickback. It doesn't cost you anything extra.
Yep. All right, guys. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.